We have a new Jurassic World film, so today I thought it was time for me to stop and talk about Jurassic World Rebirth. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter and that TikTok link. Those are in the description. Everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion. My name is SDubNation, and you are free to comment down below your very own opinion on Jurassic World Rebirth. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Comment that down below in the comment section. Please don't forget to also check out those other Jurassic World Park videos. Those links are in the description as well. And with that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into our review.
Come on! Run!
This was in my top 10 most anticipated list of the year. So with that being said, let's move right into the good. And the good thing that comes to mind here is that, in a sense, this is one of the better Jurassic films. Kids growing up will always show up for superheroes, fast cars, and dinosaurs, and large robots, kaijus in that sense. And, you know, maybe I'm just a big kid, because I love dinosaurs and movies like this, movies that are just pretty big, large adventures where they have to go to this strange land and try to take blood from 3 different dangerous species and 3 different habitats. So you get all of the big spectacle scenes here on land, in the sea, and also in the sky. And I thought all of that was pretty good because you have your 3 big action scenes right there. And then you also, in this movie, sprinkle in smaller action scenes that deal with the actual true terror of the dinosaurs. Jurassic Park can tell very interesting stories with focus, but I prefer dino carnage and people trying to outrun them like this. I prefer the big roller coaster, cinematic blockbuster, cinematic fast food of the Jurassic Park movies. I love that stuff. The thrills and the excitement is what attracts me to these films. They should be like roller coasters because, I mean, they're dinosaurs. And this one's no different. There's a family here that we follow in this film, and that lets us experience just how dangerous these dinos are. And throughout the movie, we get some big, tense action scenes that are different from the others, like extracting blood from an egg or trying not to wake a sleeping T-Rex with an inflatable boat. These sequences are just very well structured by Gareth Edwards, and I think it works to give us some great nail-biting action. Additionally, for the first hour, we're getting familiar with these characters. In movies like this, you don't really care about the characters, you just want to see the dinosaurs. But I think the fact that they spend the first hour getting us familiar with these characters is so that when they get into peril, we can care about them. And as each character dies, you feel the stakes, you kind of feel the emotion and the true danger that they're in. I just think that this film is a pretty fun, large adventure with dinosaurs. And if you're someone like me, that's enough. Talking about the bad here, I have some concerns with the family. This movie is not all the way great. I just had a fun time with it. But, you know, if dinos still exist, and they exist in the water, there are some species that exist in water, why would you take a small boat out there? That makes no sense. Why would you take a small boat out there? Concerns of the family, yeah. And also, I just feel like we should have had more kills. You know, there are a little bit too many characters that survive at the end of this movie that I really wish that we could have, you know, had a little bit more kills. There's a certain character that, you know, befriends a baby dinosaur in this movie, and then they take the baby dinosaur, but we see the parent in the movie. Like, you just take the baby dinosaur away from his parent and to an ecosystem where it's gonna die. And dialogue is weird as well. You know, it has this quippy humor, and Scarlett Johansson, she does that head thing that she usually does as Black Widow. I also think that this film is very reminiscent of other adventure films and other Jurassic Park films as well, like a Jurassic Park 3 or Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. I mean, it's a kind of like a mix of those both. But I say it's a little bit better than The Lost World, but it's a lot better than Jurassic Park 3. I don't know anybody who says this is like the Jurassic Park 3 of the Jurassic World movies. No, it's Jurassic Park 3 is not good. No, this is way better than that. And also, I just feel as though, in terms of the studio, the Universal, they should have taken a couple more years off of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I think we shouldn't have returned to this franchise just yet, because Dominion was just in 2022. It's been 3 years. and they started production on this 2 years after Dominion. I don't think that was a good idea, because now you're talking about it's a new era, rebirth, and this really doesn't feel like a new era. I just feel like it's a nice standalone Jurassic World movie. I also feel like, because Gareth Edwards is known for his large scale spectacle, they didn't feel huge. The dinos didn't feel as huge as I thought they were gonna feel. I didn't feel the large scaleness of the dinos, and I really wish that this would have gotten an IMAX release. Also, there's this mutant dinosaur that they promoted all over the posters and trailers. Yeah, don't get your hopes up too much about that one. It does nothing in the movie, so that's just something to think about while going into it. You're not gonna see much of this mutated dinosaur at all. In conclusion, Jurassic World Rebirth is a really great Jurassic World movie. If you're anyone like me, you come to these films for thrills and dino terror, and I got that. We fear dinos again in a small-scale adventure with characters that you kind of like. I'm giving Jurassic World Rebirth a B+, an 8.5 out of 10, and I would say the haters are wrong. This is a really good movie. Alright guys, that is it for the review. Please note that everything that I did say in this video was just my very own opinion, and you are free to comment down below your very own opinion on Jurassic World Rebirth. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter and that TikTok link. Those are in the description, along with those other Jurassic World Park videos. Those links are in the description as well. And with all that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Peace.